Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On second down, here's Griffin. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
There's Griffin to throw. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the gun on third down, Griffin. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
First carry for Darius Geis. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Geis with a carry on second down. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their
On first down, this is Geis. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Detroit!
To throw on second down. Steele. Throw left side complete. It's Shepard. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. On third down, Steele. It's caught. Shepard. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. Throwing on first down, Steele. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination.
Watch him now, Barney! Watch him now, Barney! Over!
On the handoff, it's Geis. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Casey Hayward makes the tackle. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10. After the interception, here's Griffin. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, it's Griffin. Going deep for Benjamin. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. A big play there for L.A. 61 yards. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first.
And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll hand it down to Geis. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Geis receives the pitch. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Watch him now, Barney!
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin. Off play action. Steele. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far.
Detroit!
This is
Detroit!
3rd and 8.
Gun! Detroit!
Operating from the gun. Steele. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. On the ground, it's Geis. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back to throw. Steele. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Griffin. And right side, Henry's got it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now Gordon on first down. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They'll throw on first down with Griffin. Muscles him off. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the ground now with Gordon. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Griffin. Going deep for Benjamin. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Corey Liggett makes the stop.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be... Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
This one taken just inside the 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
3 down. Detroit!
Looking to throw. Steele. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Returning, it's Benjamin. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Chargers in good field position to start out, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
To go here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. Now Griffin on 2nd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Griffin now off the bootleg. Flush to his right. And some room to work. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Gordon, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. On 1st down, Griffin. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And it's 2nd down. A little too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Out of the gun, Griffin. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
But maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Caleb Sturgis now for the Charger field goal from the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when we look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
On 1st and 10, Steele. And his throw is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the gun on 3rd down, Steele. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is RG3. Stepping up, he'll try and run, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Leopard! Detroit! 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 Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Steele going for the deep ball. Got his man complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 30 yards there. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
To throw on 2nd down, Steele. Complete out right to Jake Butt. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd down, here's Geis. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Denver. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chargers will get the football at the 20. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 1st and 10, it's Griffin being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Chargers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, Griffin. He's going to look deep for his running back. He's got him in. Complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play on third down for the Chargers. 46 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Wasn't a ton of space, but a great move. He's able to work it to the 20-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the solid gain, the disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he fires one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Chargers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Griffin. And it's complete. Henry. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. From the gun, Griffin. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Third and long. It's Griffin. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And Sturgis able to knock it through, and the lead now increases to 20-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense,
The way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Back to throw. Steele. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Here's Geis. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Steele. He's going to look, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a good gain. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st down, Steele. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got an open man. It's a noon one. Pushing his way through, and he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. 23 yards on the play.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. So that'll back them up 5. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Steele. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Chargers. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way. So it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that,
Hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Griffin. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 29. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Two-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Leopard! Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Steele finds Jake Butt over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
All right, now, look at 56.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. On the ground, Geis. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. Now a run with Geis. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Darius Geis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And they will not get a chance to return. This one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Griffin. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Throwing on first down. Steele. Anunwa's got it. Complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. This is Geis. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, Steele. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back to the ground game now with Geis. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Set! 319! 319!
They'll run with Geis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll look to throw. He's got his man in the crossing route. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
He'll get it up the middle. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
All right, now, look at 56.
He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Gun! All right, now, look at 56.
Back to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get...
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Darius Geis with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers getting set to go. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Chargers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. He's back to throw, and he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Is going on? Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Chargers on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Griffin to throw. He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.